What if I told you that you could significantly improve your mood, your energy, your overall health, and even your lifespan with just 5 simple daily habits? No special diets, no extreme workouts, no supplements you have to remember to take at the perfect time. Just 5 habits backed by some of the largest and most consistent health studies that we have. And before you assume this is going to be complicated or overwhelming, I want you to hear this clearly. These are habits meant to make your health easier, not harder. I'm Dr. Hannah Parr, and I'm a physician with a background in lifestyle medicine. And for the last 5 years, I've worked with patients who are exhausted by the constant pressure to do more for their health. We've somehow turned wellness into this all or nothing performance. And in all the noise, we've lost sight of the boring, evidence-based basics that actually move the needle. The things that quietly determine how you feel day to day and how healthy you'll be years from now. So I want to walk you through the 5 habits that consistently show up in long-term health research. And I want to explain why they matter, how they work, and how small they really can be. These aren't my opinions, these aren't trends, these are patterns we see across hundreds of thousands and sometimes millions of people. Let's start with the most important one, sleep. Sleep is not optional. It's not a luxury. It's the foundation that everything else rests on. When researchers look at large populations, over 1 million adults across multiple countries, they consistently find that people who sleep around 7 to 8 hours per night have the lowest risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, obesity, depression, and early death. Not 6, not 5, and interestingly, not 10 either. Sleep is when your brain clears metabolic waste, your hormones reset, your immune system recalibrates, and your blood sugar regulation improves. If sleep is off, everything downstream becomes harder, including motivation, willpower, and emotional regulation. And I want to say this clearly. If you struggle with sleep, that does not mean you're failing. It usually means your nervous system is overstimulated, your schedule is misaligned, or your environment isn't supporting you yet. For this challenge, the goal is simple. Prioritize sleep as a non-negotiable health behavior, not perfection, just intention. The second habit is movement, but probably not the way you've been told. You don't need intense workouts. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to sweat every single day, although that does help. But what research shows is that about 150 minutes of moderate movement per week is associated with 20 to 30% reduction in all-cause mortality. That sounds big until you break it down. That's just over 20 minutes per day. And here's the part most people don't know. Even half of that recommendation still provides significant benefit. Walking, gardening, light cycling, yoga, dancing in your kitchen, it all counts. Movement improves insulin sensitivity, lowers inflammation, supports brain health, and improves mood through neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. The goal here isn't athletic performance, it's consistent circulation and muscle engagement. Something is always better than nothing. The third habit has some of the strongest evidence we have in nutrition science. Across studies involving nearly 2 million people, researchers see a clear pattern. People who eat about 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day live longer, have lower rates of heart disease, cancer, and metabolic disease. Not because produce is magical, but because it delivers fiber, antioxidants, phytonutrients, and micronutrients that reduce inflammation and support gut. And importantly, this is not about cutting foods out, it's about crowding foods in. Frozen counts, canned works, cooked counts, simple, that works too. One colorful plate at a time. And the fourth habit might be the most underestimated on the list. It's loneliness. It has been shown to increase mortality risk. That doesn't mean you need a huge social circle. It means humans are wired for meaningful connection. Just 20 minutes of real connection, a conversation, a shared meal, a walk with someone you trust is associated with better mental health, lower stress hormones, and even improved immune function. This isn't about being busy socially, it's about being seen and heard, even briefly. The final habit is small but powerful, and it's writing down 3 good things each day. It takes about 60 seconds, and yet studies consistently show improvements in mood, happiness, and emotional resilience. The practice trains your brain to notice progress, and positivity, which literally shifts neural pathways over time. It doesn't mean ignoring what's hard, it means not letting your brain live there permanently. I put all 5 of these habits into a simple, printable daily tracker. Each day, you check off what you complete. If you miss a habit, you can make it up within 24 hours. And if you complete 80% or more in 90 days, you've successfully completed the 5-habit challenge. No shame, no perfection, just consistency. This is for anyone who wants a reset, anyone who's tired of extreme health plans, anyone who wants simple, evidence-based habits that actually build momentum with health. We're starting on January 1st, but you can start whenever works for you. It's completely free. If you want to join, you can download the tracker using the link in the description and be part of the community doing this together. Let's make 2026 the year you feel better. One good night of sleep, one walk, one colorful plate, one meaningful conversation, and one gratitude list at a time. You don't have to do everything, you just have to start, and you don't have to do it alone. Please like this video if you learned something new, and leave a comment if you have any questions. We'd love to hear from you.